Hi, this is Tom Nunemaker with Capital Discussions. This is my trading update for Thursday, August 7th, 2014. So the market overnight was pretty flat, just slightly up. The European market opened, volume picked up just a little bit. Going into the open today, we were up a few points, maybe 4 or 5 points, and then it sold off, rallied, but not quite enough to where it was before, sold off again, rallied a little bit. So we're kind of seeing this pattern of sell off, take a little profit, sell again, take a little profit. So that's the intraday chart. Let's take a look at the SPX daily chart. You can see we're still in a daily downtrend. We're still making lower lows. We bumped up a little bit on the high today, but look where we closed, down near the low. So I'm anticipating we're going to continue more of this. So, we might see anywhere from 1890 to 1905 tomorrow, this range, I'm guessing. We could have a little bounce back, but I think it's tending to drift that way. It's not really showing signs of stabilizing. It's just, slowly drifting down. So let's take a look at the volatility chart. The red is the SPX, or the ES futures options. The colored one is the VIX cash, and the futures, the August, September, October futures. So we didn't quite get into backwardation. However, the August and September futures overlap, which is pretty close to being in backwardation. Very, very close actually. And that's also where we ended up, where the futures for September and August were nearly identical. So there's definitely some fear. People think the market's going down. I do too. So, people are getting worried about their positions. But let's see what I did to try and fight it. So I'll switch over to Option View. Here's our SPX trade. Now, we're 24 delta, and if we look at the analyzed chart, we're right here. It's actually pretty flat, but I wanted to try and get another put debit spread on, so I was trying to do this, but I actually messed it up. Oops, I wanted to do this to get even flatter, but I actually put the order in backwards, and it was funny because I was thinking about it when I was putting it in, that this didn't look quite right. So that's actually what I did, not what I wanted. So I did make a slight mistake today. Oops, mea culpa. We're down about $400 or $500, which is mostly from the volatility. We're again pretty flat, but even with this little goof up, let's see. Let me convert that, and we'll take a look at it. Now, let me update the prices 1 second. Prices have been updated now, so we're down actually 1633. And if we take a look at this, this is where we are. Still looks pretty flat. I think, even if it goes down a little bit tomorrow, we're still in good shape. Even down to 1895, it's not too bad. Right now we're at minus, well, we gotta increase the vol a little bit, right? Where does that put us at? That's a little too much. That's pretty close. So if we go T+1 and we go down, say a standard deviation to about here, we'll be down 1830 versus 1600. So $200, which isn't bad if you have a 1 standard deviation move. So to me, it's still pretty flat, even with the oopsie. Not quite what I wanted. I wanted to actually be here, which would have been -9 delta versus +21. So unfortunately, the market's closed for the SPX, so I can't make any adjustments. If I load up the Greeks calculator, let's see what that looks like. 1909.50, and the volatility 15.2. And we're at 2143 minus 108, 49 minus 0650. Okay, so like I suspected, a little bit weak if we continue down, but if the futures look like they're going to be heading lower at the open tomorrow, I'll probably do something in the futures to compensate for it, and I'll put some more put debit spreads back on where I actually wanted them to be. If it comes back, then I got lucky, but we'll see. Now, let me load up the ES futures options position. This is the ES futures options position. We have, again, the two pieces to it. Here's our, well, actually, let's use the letters. Here's our vertical spread up 463. It's almost at its max profit at this point, and there is a pretty good chance it's going to basically close out at plus 500. And our other piece, which is the broken wing butterfly, which is down 126 and looks like this. Now, I did buy a long put today. The 1915 put for 29.75. That put right now, 1915 is selling for 32 and a quarter, so it's up $2.50 since I bought it. This market sold off a little bit, obviously, and I wanted to get negative delta. As you can see, I'm minus 30 delta, and because again, I'm worried about it going down to the 1890, 1880 area tomorrow. So I just wanted to make sure that I was nice and flat. And if we do that, I think I might call Uncle on this trade and just close it. It'll be pretty close to a scratch, and then just reposition everything, just close it all out, start over. Or I could maybe sell some futures and turn it into kind of like a covered put, if you will, kind of a crazy looking chart. But I think instead of doing something goofy like that, I'll just close it out. I mean, it's okay. I gotta update these prices again. Every time you go from the analyzed chart back here, it changes. So give me a second. The prices have been updated. Now, one interesting thing about this is I have to estimate what this 1950 put is. So if you look at the futures options, they're not really quoting anything above about 40, well, say $50. And this thing is higher than that. So what I did is I built a little spreadsheet that can input a price and a strike distance and a delta, and then it goes up and down, basically strike distance times the delta, and adds it or subtracts it to that price. So I can use that to estimate. I have the 1950 put and the 1940 put is what's quoted. If I put in the 1940 put, 46, it's 10 points away, and it's about a 0.725 delta. I estimate that the price of the 1950 put is about $53.25. So that's how I get that calculation. That's that $53.25. So it's actually calculated, so I'm estimating what it is. I don't know what it is for sure, but that's what it should be based on the price of the lower option that was quoted. So if you have that, now my combined position is down $84. The broken wing butterfly, oh no, that is the broken wing butterfly by itself. Combined, I actually have a profit on this trade, believe it or not. So I bought an extra put just to get some short delta. Here's what it looks like. Let's see, where's my T-log? There's the put that I bought, the 1915. So if I take that out, this is what I had. I had a 22.6 positive delta. So it looked like this, kind of sloping down a little bit. Well, I wanted to make sure if it kept going down, I wasn't going to get hurt. So that's where I sold this and made the chart kind of rise up. So if I superimpose them, blow it up a little bit, oh, maybe a lot, take out some of these lines and make this T1. Here's tomorrow. That's where we are. So basically, if we go down, I'm negative delta. Let's see to how far before it starts going back to positive. And delta is minus, minus, minus. There's a 0 right about here. So at 1881 is where I get to 0 delta. Anything above that, I'm negative delta, which is what I want. It's still very flat, and if I load this up in the Greeks calculator, I bet it looks fine. So let's just do that for an exercise. if I put in 1905 and a quarter, and alright, the money vol is 15.4, and minus 30, minus 1.18. Notice my theta went down and my vega went down. So something I'm willing to accept while the market's in kind of a crazy condition. So here you can see I'm kind of leaning short a little bit. Not too great on the upside, but again, it's a small part of the position. So if it does rally a lot, I'll just take that put off and just, kind of rotate the chart kind of back. So I would just sell this again and make it look like that. So you can see it just kind of changed a little bit. All right, so that's where we are, and I'll fix that SPX thing tomorrow if I need to. I mean, if the market goes up, I'll fix the ES futures option. If the market goes down, then I'll fix the SPX. One or the other. I'm going to have to do something at the open. If it's flat, that'll make it easy. I'll just take care of the SPX and I'll be done. But either way, I'm going to have to do something tomorrow morning. So, oops. But not too bad. Overall, positions are still looking good. So, thanks a lot. I'll see you later. Bye.